I guess our first meeting about this that was a public meeting was in a snowstorm at the Drippolator, and there were 8 of us. And the next meeting there were about 25 or 30 of us. And then suddenly other meetings began springing up in other parts of town, because the folks at that second meeting and at the first one went out to different sectors of the community to try to get them informed about what Google could bring to Asheville and what Asheville could do for Google. And so what happened was this very quickly became a decentralized process. I don't know half the stuff that Ben has been up to, and he doesn't know half the stuff I've been up to. These two, I don't know, they explode Twitter every day with all the kinds of things they're doing. But people from the healthcare sector, education, climate, economic development, small business people, kids, adults, this is reaching across the community in a way that we hoped for, but we didn't quite know how it would come together. But what we knew is that if Google brought a gigabit network here, we knew that it would be the entire community that would benefit. And our assumption was that tell the community about it, and they will realize that, and here you are proving it, that you recognize that this is something that we really need to take a good long look at and try our best to let Google know that Asheville is going to be a good place for them. We don't need to change our name. The mayor is absolutely right. We don't have to change who we are for Google. We just have to let them know who we are. We're a place made up of people who know how to make a living in a place where jobs can be hard to find, who know how to carve out their own niche in a community, and who will do whatever they need to do to be able to hang on to the quality of life that's available for us here in Asheville, North Carolina. So the people who maybe aren't quite as hardy as all that, they don't live here. The people that live here we tend to be resourceful, creative, tough, we know how to stretch a dollar, and we know how to have a good time. What we've got here within our community is the perfect test bed for something like Google, because we're all going to go out and experiment with it. We're all going to see what we can make of it, rather than waiting for someone else to make it for us. Because that's the way we've lived our lives and made our lives here in Asheville. That's really exciting. The other exciting thing for Google in coming to Asheville is, my guess is that if I went through this room and talked to each one of you, every single one of you is involved in some kind of charitable or volunteer cause. Asheville is full of people who want to make the world a better place. And a gigabit fiber network is going to help us do that. I think we're the perfect place for Google to come. And what we're going to be doing tonight is A, having a panel discussion, so you can hear from some of the people who know the most about this network and have some ideas about the implications for the region. So we're going to have some question and answer time so everybody can kind of get their questions out there, and we'll do that for a while. And then comes for me, the most exciting part, which is where we're going to break off into different groups and ask each of you to figure out how you can help us get Google to Asheville.